I think the message is our football team, really from the day one when this staff came here, has always came ready to play. Doesn't always work out, but we come ready to play. We're focused. We keep our composure and work through problems, and always have had good weeks of practice. I think this is just indicative of another one of those weeks. We needed this win. We needed to be 5-5 to be able to reach our goals, to be able to the next step in our goals. All week long, we had good practices, and again, I go back to how you practice and prepare. And I just don't believe that you get yourself ready on Saturday morning for a noon game, or for that matter on Saturday night. That preparation starts on Tuesday. It starts Wednesday, Thursday. It starts there, and it builds. And so that little spark that you've got, that desire that you've got, is preparation. And that preparation and focus creates a little bit of anxiety and enthusiasm, and those are the good things. And you get yourself ready to play. So we've been able to do that. You know, there comes a point when you lose a couple games tight, I think it's in the best interest of our program if I protect our players. Go back to that, what I talked about last year. You want to protect your troops. Protect your players, and the way you can protect them is keep them close together and not allow too many outside influence to get at them. And I think they hear enough sometimes. So, we want to make them accessible to you, but I thought our captains this past week could speak for us. So, we'll go probably status quo next week. Well, I think as a coach, there's always relief when you win, because you get ready for the next challenge. But we're going to enjoy it for 24 hours. And happy for our players because we got a lot of guys in the game too, and so a lot of guys had success. And when that happens, it's good for the entire team because it makes practice next week good, and it's exciting for everybody. And some of those guys can sit back tonight and say, "Wow, I carried the football today," and that's a good thing. And so we got an opportunity to play some younger players and some guys that don't get an opportunity to play as much. So that's a big positive, I think, for our football team. I thought Cousins played outstanding. Throughout the game, 22 of 25, 350 yards, some big plays, and we got our focus back. I thought he got himself ready to go. It's tough sometimes, I think, to lead as a sophomore. Difficult. You're surrounded by older players at times, so it's tough to lead sometimes. But he's done an outstanding job with that. Thought he played very well today. So good things have happened. But he's an elected captain on our football team, and I think our football team will follow our captains. Very happy for Ashton Leggett. Knew he'd have an opportunity to play with Capers being down with the head pretty much the entire week, so we decided to go in that direction. And it speaks to the quality of running backs that we have on this football team. I've said all along that tailback has been a position of depth, that we have good players, we have quality players there, and I think we saw that today. So big run on 3rd and 1 really just sort of, sparked us, I think, as a total football team. I think it's just an example of just be patient. Your time will come. I don't care what position you are. Keep working. And, I guess Coach Perlis used to always say, keep working, keep your mouth shut, and good things will happen. But you saw a guy with an opportunity, and, Ashton Leggett 2 weeks ago was on our scout team, doing a great job, doing an outstanding job as a scout team tailback. But as I said earlier, 2 weeks ago we were talking about something completely else with our football team, and now we are where we're at. Same thing with him. I think by what he did this week gives him momentum to come into next week's game and certainly be a factor in next week's football game. And that's a positive for Ashton Leggett, and very happy for him because it's challenging. It's challenging when you sit behind in a depth chart and you want to play and you're working at things. So, it's patience and, it's part of the maturity level and growing up.